What's up, guys? Welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you your Brave Cross Hero of the Week. This week's Hero of the Week is the Dragon Master, Dragoon. Dragoon is considered as a all-around hero with ratings of A+ for survivability, A+ for DPS, and B for support. His main skill is called the Heptaweave, where he swiftly moves among enemies, increasing his crit rate by 30% and granting immunity to all damage while dealing 494% attack damage to all enemies. The units will evenly share damage if there are more than 12 units. The last hit will strike a critical and knock the enemy back. And of course, his basic attack deals 120% attack damage to 4 targets in front. Each attack has a 30% chance to restore 4% of his max HP, and attacks do not increase target's rage and ignores 35% defense. His main talent, which is the Dragon Gut, is when he is about to die, he becomes Super Saiyan, and depending on the star level, the duration will vary. All debuffs on Dragoon are cleansed and no damage will cause him to die. Plus, he will get a 100% attack speed, making his attack interval to 0. And his attack is increased according to the star level as well. 65% chance of each attack is converted into HP. This ability can only be activated once per battle. Attack 4, Rage 5, and Counter Attack are all pretty self-explanatory. And of course, his mythic ability, Formation Dash, grants immunity to any rage reduction effect and all silencing and slow effects permanently. During Dragon Guts, he gains a stun immunity for 5 seconds, and if Dragoon has Dragon Lance equipped and is targeted by a melee unit skills such as Hanzo, Hephaestus, Dynas, or Noir, he will parry and interrupt these skills, dealing parry damage and ignoring all control immunity effects of the target, and also stunning the target for a total of 8 seconds. Grand Admiral and Kingdom Guard are all achievable once you get to 6 and 7 stars. Now, this Dragoon that I'm showing you guys is a Lear, so I just want to give him a shout out and thanks for letting me borrow his Dragoon for this Hero of the Week. His Dragoon is also the FATED version, so I will quickly cover the FATED ability, which is Dragon Scale. Now, Dragon Scale has a 22% chance to parry, and this is increased when he is in Dragon Guts by another 12% when he is attacked. So every attack he has a 22% chance to parry all attacks, and when he is Dragon Guts, this goes up to 34%. And he becomes invisible while during parry for a short time and deal 200% true attack damage to the attacker. And all damage is classified as rage loss as well. Sears Boom, Sears Shell, Clairvoyance, Raging Assault are all pretty self-explanatory. I would also like to say that unfortunately I didn't have the Unity tab during the, I guess because it's a Merc, I can't get into the Unity tab, but there are some Unity for Dragoon, which is famous, which is currently locked at the moment because there's one hero that we can't unlock just yet. Brawn, which is unlocked when you get Kieranite, and Divine, which currently is locked because the hero is not available. Now, let's go through the pros and cons for Dragoon. As you guys would probably see, Dragoon is probably the most, I guess it's the icon of the game. Dragoon is probably supposed to be the best hero in the game. He's very hard to get. Obviously, you need a lot of gems for that, but let's go through this one by one. So let's start with the pros. Dragoon has just recently got a buff from the latest patch, which is like increased skill damage and all that, which is really nice. His attack power is somewhat lacking, I would say, before, but right now, I guess with the added buff, it becomes alright. I mean, I can't say that Dragoon is the DPS type that you would probably put in your team in order to deal a lot of damage, but he does have very decent attack. His HP and defense are definitely in the higher level, so it's definitely a good thing. Now, the main thing that Dragoon has over everyone else is probably the talent Dragon Gut. This is where pretty much Dragoon will go Super Saiyan I guess when he's about to die. This will activate and all of his stats just go crazy. His attack speed just goes crazy. There's no interval in it, and he gains HP back, which is 65% of his total attack damage. So definitely a good way for you to survive. The only thing I have to mention though, it says here that there are only some skills that will kill. There are no skills that can kill Dragoon. This is I guess a typo, because there are certainly different abilities that have come out that can kill Dragoon, even though he has Dragon Gut, and one of them is Hephaestus. I guess Hephaestus awakening skill that definitely can kill Dragoon. And I believe Marcus as well has an ability, I think, in his quote unquote awakening. So there's definitely some things that can kill Dragoon, even though he activates his Dragon Gut. Now let's talk about the mythic ability. I mean, I wouldn't go through too much because currently it is still locked at the time of this recording, but it's definitely something to mention because it makes him immune to any rage reduction effect, all silencing, all slow effects permanently. So you cannot do anything to Dragoon. So the other thing to note is when he's in Dragon Guts, you can't even stun him. So he has immunity for 5 seconds. So once that 5 seconds is done, you can stun him, but you can definitely not stun him once he activates his Dragon Guts ability. It is also worthy to note that if you do have Fated Dragoon, which means you have Dragon Lance equipped, if he is targeted by a melee unit skill, such as Hanzo, Hephaestus, and Dinosaurs, or Noirs, they have a single target ability. Basically, he will parry all of this awakening or what skill you want to call it, and he will deal parry damage, which is really great because that means you cannot concentrate on just Dragoon. This is very good mythic ability, but also you need the Dragon Lance for this to activate. I mean, the second part of his mythic ability. So again, the Fated version of Dragoon, I just want to say, because of Dragon Scale, more parry chance if you are in Dragon Guts. Now let's go through the cons. There's not much cons about Dragoon in terms of the hero itself. The main problem is getting the hero himself. There are many ways for you to get Dragoon's shards, but they all involve a lot of resources. So if you're a player that thinks this will take a while, you probably need to invest on another hero, or I would, like for myself, I would probably invest on another hero before I go for Dragoon. This is just me personally because there's a lot of resources involved in getting Dragoon, and I for one don't like waiting that long, and it will probably push me really far back behind everyone else before I can get a decent Dragoon out. And I think that's it for the cons. So my final thoughts on Dragoon: PvP, PvE definitely has a place in your team. Not so sure about PvP at the moment. I mean, for a normal arena, I wouldn't probably put Dragoon just with the current meta at the moment. But if you do put him in the team, he can definitely cause a little bit of headache here and there on different kinds of teams. In PvE, he's definitely welcome in any team. I would say, any other campaign other than the Mountain Bandit or the 10 Eunuchs. He's definitely welcome to any sort of different other content. Dominion Floors, he's definitely welcome. Story mode, enemy invasion, whatever it is. He's definitely has a place in your party. And now with the cross arena servers, if you have Dragoon, yeah, it will definitely cause a lot of headaches with the different teams that you will be able to make because of Dragoon. Anyway guys, I think that's it for this video. Remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. Also, I would like to hear from you guys what you think of Dragoon. Do you think it's worth waiting for Dragoon, get all his shards, and be as far as behind as everyone else because you're spending all your resource on Dragoon? Let me know what you think. Anyway guys, this is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.